Okay, so we're back here for Act 1, Scene 4. We've switched back to seeing Duncan, and he's talking to his son, Malcolm. Malcolm is an important character, so don't forget him. Malcolm, Duncan's son. He is asking his son, has the former Thane of Cawdor been executed? He was treasonous, we gotta kill him. And Malcolm says, they haven't come back yet, we don't know, but I did talk to somebody who had seen the execution, and he said that Cawdor was a great person in his death. He was better in death than in life, because, you know, he's traitorous. And Duncan then says something that's really important, and so I'm going to read you this line. He says, "There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust." So what that means, and what is important for our understanding of the play, is that Duncan continues to trust people that he shouldn't. He had trusted Cawdor. He had said, okay, you're going to be Thane, and Cawdor ended up being traitors. And now he's made another Thane of Cawdor, and is this man, this new Thane of Cawdor, going to be trustworthy? And again, the whole theme, who is trustworthy, who is not? How do we know who is trustworthy? Okay. Macbeth shows up and they talk. They're just really excited. Duncan says, I'm so glad to see you. You are awesome. You're a great soldier. You are the best. I love you so much. Da 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 da. And then he tells everybody, you know, today has been a great day. I've had lots of success. Thank you, Macbeth. You did wonderful. Malcolm, you're going to be the next king. And Macbeth is like, the witches just said I was supposed to be king and now Malcolm is going to be king? And so Macbeth has a little bit of a side here. He says, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to have to leap this step. I'm going to have to somehow get rid of Malcolm in order to become king. This is not in my plan. It's ruining everything. And now I'm mad. And so this scene actually ends with Duncan and Macbeth deciding that they are going to go to Macbeth's castle at Inverness, and Macbeth decides he's going to leave before the rest of them. All right, Act 1, Scene 5 is probably one of my favorite scenes in Shakespeare. We see Lady Macbeth here, and we are introduced to this character who is just so dynamic and interesting and could arguably be one of the most important characters in this play. And so that's something you guys can think about. Is she really that important to the play? And I'll let you figure that out. So this scene starts with her reading a letter. It's from Macbeth. And he is telling her about the witches and the prophecies that they have given him. He tells her also, don't tell anybody about this. It's a secret. And Lady Macbeth is really pumped that she got this letter. She really wants to be queen, and she's excited for that opportunity, but she's also worried. She knows who her husband is. They are very much in love, and she knows what his personality is. She knows that he is too full of the milk of human kindness, that he is not manly enough to do the evil deeds that need to be done in order to become the king. And so she decides, I'm going to help him. Okay, so a servant comes in, tells him that they're coming, that Macbeth is here, that it's going to happen. And she realizes when the servant leaves, she has to make a choice. And so she decides, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get rid of every feminine quality that I have. I'm going to ask these demons to come to my womanly body, to remove every piece of femininity that I have to make me evil and powerful in order to become the person that Macbeth needs. The little push to get him to go forward. And she asks the demons to remove the milk from her breasts, to turn it into poison. She asks them to remove all traces of remorse or feeling that she may have, because in order to become evil and do evil things, you have to be evil. You have to be manly. You can't be a woman. All right. Macbeth shows up. They're very happy to see each other. It's important to know Macbeth and Lady Macbeth do love each other very much. It's not really shown at this point in the play, but there is this underlying current that they are so in love and they're just so happy to see each other. They talk here a little bit about what are they going to do. And Lady Macbeth tells Macbeth that he needs to like hide his face. Again, the whole trustworthy thing. Who can we look at? Who can we trust? And she says, your face, right? Like if I look at your face, I can see what you're planning to do, okay? Your face, my thane, is a book where men may read strange matters. Stop looking like that. Look like you're innocent, not like you're planning to kill Duncan, and get rid of that look off your face, basically, is what she's saying. And Macbeth is just like, you have changed, but all right, we'll talk about this later. They leave. We go to scene 6. Duncan and Banquo show up to the castle. Lady Macbeth comes out to say hi, and Duncan and Lady Macbeth have a little bit of a conversation about how beautiful the castle is, which is ironic. So this is, we as the audience know the truth. We know there's evil happening in the castle, that Lady Macbeth and Macbeth are plotting evil deeds. But all Duncan can see is that it's this beautiful place where the birds will come to nest, and that there is beautiful winds and all these really nice things happening. So some dramatic irony happening there. And then we have the last scene of the act. It starts with Macbeth. He has a soliloquy. A soliloquy is where an actor is on stage. He's by himself and he's talking to himself, essentially. The purpose of it is to share with the audience his innermost thoughts. This is kind of like his personal diary of what he's thinking and what he's feeling. And this whole speech that he gives is just showing us what's going on in his head about what he feels about killing Duncan. And he's having second thoughts. He doesn't want to do it. There's lots of different reasons. He says, I'm his kinsman and his subject. So Duncan is actually related to Macbeth. And he's like, well, I can't kill somebody who's related to me. And also he's my king. So I'm not supposed to be killing kings. He says that he's in my house. My job as a host is that I should be looking after him, not killing him. And then he talks a little bit about how great Duncan is. He has just been a really excellent king, and if Macbeth were to kill him, it would just go against everything that is normal, and it's a really not good idea for him to do this. So he's really confused about, like, Duncan's great, I can't kill him. And then Lady Macbeth comes in, and they have a little chat, and Macbeth's like, yo, I don't think I can do this. Like, this is not what I want. And Lady Macbeth is like, I don't think so, man. Like, you promised me. You said you were going to kill him. Like, how dare you do that to me? If I were to ever break a promise to you, well then, you should just go kill my kids, because that is just ridiculous. She also talks a lot about, are you a man? Like, come on, guy. Like, suck it up. Don't be such a scaredy cat. Just go kill him. Not that big of a deal. All you gotta do is stab him. This whole scene is basically her saying, stop it. You're being a baby. Man up. Which I have a problem with saying, but, you know, Shakespeare, he said it. And it ends with them deciding, okay, like, I guess this is what we're doing, because how else do I become king? And so that brings us to the end of Act 1. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Please comment and like below. No, just kidding. Don't do that. But yeah, if you have any questions, please email me. And yeah, you can get started on Act 2 right away. Peace out, home slices.